plus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. You bracket this. What is the common factor here? Eh? That will be the x in the what is left? Plus 1. Because x times 2x is what? X times 1. What is common here? 1. So you now say plus 1 in the 2x plus 1 because 1 times 2x, 2x, 1 times 1, 1 equals to 0. So therefore you are going to get, you add this with this, x plus 1, out of this you take 1, equals to 0. Abi? So at that point we have that we can equate the 2 to 1 in order to get the corresponding value of what we are looking for. So from that x plus 1 equals to 0, or 2x plus 1 equals to 0, Abi? So what is the answer here? X equals to minus 1, or 2x plus 1, or 2x equals to minus 1, Abi? So from there, x equals to what? Minus 1 over 2. So therefore, x equals to minus 1 or minus 1 over 2. So that's how we factorize if you have a highest value higher than 1 in the coefficients. So if you have something like, that would be example 3. Let's say factorize 2x squared plus factorize 3y squared plus 7y minus 6 equals to 0. You factorize that. Remember what I told you? You multiply what? Multiply the first and the last, Abi? You multiply the first and last, you are going to have something like this. Solution. Multiply this with this. 3y squared times minus 6, Abi? What do you have? Minus 18y squared. Look for the factors. When you multiply, you have minus 18. When you add, you have 7. How do we do that? Factors of 18. 1 and 18. 2 times 9. Immediately bring these factors, you see the answer. I mean? So, what else? So we are talking about minus. So this one is already offside. So 2 and 9, you need to look for the sign, where the sign is going. I mean? 6 times 3 is still 18. But you cannot add this to get 7. So this one is gone. So what we do here is that you now say minus 2 and 9. Minus 2 times 9 give us minus 18. Then minus 2 plus 9 give us 7. Is that correct? You see, it's easy to find factors now. Those factors we run away from. You can get it easily. So, 3y squared plus 7y minus 6 equals to 0. Factors minus 18y squared. So the factors are minus 2x and 9x. I mean, some of you understand why we get that. So we now remove this and replace that. So we are going to get what? 3y squared minus 2x plus what? 9x. Minus 6 equals to, we now group them. What is common here? That place was y. That's typing error. So what is common there, y? What's left? What's common here? 3 is common here, abi? Y minus. What do we multiply with 3 to get this? Minus what? 2. If you multiply this with this, abi? This with this, this with this. So from there we add this with this. What do you have? Abi? Equals to 0. So therefore y plus 3 equals to 0. Or 3y minus 2 equals to. So y will now be equals to what? Or 3y equals to 2. So that from here what happened? Y equals to. So y equals to minus 3 or 2 over 3. Yeah. Is that? Eh? So at that point, we've been able to get the value of y respectively. So if they give you two quadratic equations, you can use and get the value of what they are looking for. They can give you two factors and tell you to find the equation. So construction of quadratic equation with given roots. Construction of quadratic equation with given roots. You see that after solving this equation, we have two values of the roots. Abi? So we can still use that root to get back the equation. You know it's possible. We have two methods of doing that. So let's use an example to show how that is being done. Construction. There's a find the quadratic equation. Find the quadratic equation whose roots are minus 4 and minus 2. Roots are minus 4 and minus 2. So we have two methods of doing that. For method 1, solution. Method 1, The roots are -4 and -2. Given. Abi? Yes. When we have this, they say root is this and this. What does it mean? It means that x equals to -1, Abi? Abi? Yes. And if x equals to -1, it means that x minus 1 equals to 0. Is that correct? X plus 1 equals to 0. So if you have the root of -4 and -2, it therefore means that x equals to -4, Abi? And x equals to -2 as equals to for x. So that's to say that the roots are -4 and -2, meaning that x equals to what? -4 and x equals to -2. Abi? That's the meaning of this statement. It never means that if you want to get the real expression, that x plus 4 equals to 0, or x, is that correct? Eh? So if you bring those two equations together, it never means that x plus 4 and x plus 2 equals to 0. Is that true? Because if this equals to 0 and this equals to 0, this is equals to 0. Abi? Is that correct? So we can expand this. What is x times x? So this is going to be x squared plus 2 plus 4. We've been able to get that from the expression. So let's see how we can get another question. Let me say the second method. Let's see method 2. For method 2, there's a special formula for constructing quadratic equation. There's a special formula for constructing quadratic equation. Now this is how we do. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Now, it therefore means that alpha plus beta equals the sum of roots, Abi? And alpha beta equals to what? Products. Is that correct? So therefore the quadratic equation will be the sum of the products and the products of the roots. The sum of the roots and the product of the roots will give us the quadratic equation. So from there we can now say that the quadratic equation of alpha plus beta and alpha beta being the roots, the products is a sum and product of the roots respectively is x squared minus sum of roots x plus products. You can say sum of the given roots and products of the given roots. Then equals to 0. That is the formula. We are using that formula. She have the same answer. So in this particular question now, if you want to use it, we see that alpha can be given as minus 4, beta is minus 2. Abi? So x squared minus sum, you add this, minus 4 plus minus 2, x plus products, minus 4 times minus 2. So that will give us, don't forget this equals to 0. So that will be x squared minus into minus 4 minus 2 x minus 4 times minus 2 equals to 0. So minus times minus is that? That will be x squared plus 6x plus 8 equals to 0. See the same answer. Which one do you prefer? Anything alphabet that you don't want. All right. Please, we've been able to get the construction of quadratic equation with given roots. Let's see example 2 of that. If you're given something quadratic equation, still the same thing. Or shifting the right up. Now they say construct a quadratic equation given that the roots are minus 1 over 2 and minus 1. This one has a fraction. So using formula method, solution, formula method. What is going on here? X squared minus sum of given what? Roots, abi? Yes. X plus what? Plus product. So this place will now be what? X squared. What is the sum of the root? You can say alpha is what? And beta is what? What do you call this one beta? And this one alpha. You still have the same answer. As long as you multiply them and add. So x squared minus sum of the roots, sum minus a half plus minus 1. Abi? Product minus a half times minus 1. This is sum, this is what? Product. X squared minus. You know that minus plus times minus minus. So this place what we have will now be minus 1 over 2 minus 1. So the LCM is 2. 2 times 1, 2. Minus 1 minus 2. Is that right? This place becomes minus 3 over 2 x. This minus cancel out, minus have what there? Plus 1 over 2. So this place turns to plus, you have x squared plus 3 over 2x plus 1 over 2 equals to 0. Now you see that LCM here is 2. So you multiply all through by 2. Is that true? Yes, sir. To remove that fraction. So multiplying through by 2, 2x squared plus 2 times x squared plus what? 3 over 2x times 2 plus 1 over 2 times 2 equals to 0 times 2. Multiply all by 2. So this will now be 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 equals to, that is the answer. So, we'll be able to use that. Let's go to completing the square method. Completing the square method. Completing the square method. Complete the square method. Completing the square method. You know that most of this factorization, what of this question cannot be factorized. Are you getting me? So that is what gives birth to complete the square method. So in a case like that, we cannot factorize. No need to waste time. Just go to complete the square method and you get the answers. So let's see how we can derive that. So they give you given